you've got potential in you. I don't care who you are and what's going on in your life, whether things are going fantastic right now or things are just not going well right now. You were created with purpose, for a purpose, and you've got something to do while you're here, and you've got potential put inside of you. And so you need to figure out what that is and mine that potential. Dig it out, and don't settle for something small, man. Slap that big, hairy, audacious goal on the calendar, and then discipline yourself. If it scares you, it should, because it'll make you train and get ready or study or whatever it is, and maybe for some people that are listening, it's not running, it's going back to college, it's getting that certification, it's the degree or whatever it is, man. Just pour yourself into it. Don't ever say you can't do something. Just work for it, man. Just put in the time and do it.
Kill Complacency, a podcast that inspires growth and intentionality and helps you overcome your greatest obstacles.
David, how much of a long distance race is mental and how much is physical?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You have to have both, right?
You absolutely have to have both. I don't care how physically prepared you are. You've got to be mentally prepared for it. So I don't know. I would say 50-50. Some some say, I don't know, 80-20. Like it's you have to be physically prepared to do it. You've got to put in the work, but part of that preparation makes you mentally strong too. When you're doing a 6-hour run on a Saturday, that's preparing all your conditioning. It's preparing your ligaments. It's preparing your lactate threshold. It's preparing your body for it, but you're also preparing yourself mentally for it, because it's not easy to go run 6 hours on a Saturday, and you're testing your nutrition, you're doing all those things, and it's also like validating. One of the things I do with runners before their big race is mentally prepare them. And we look back at the training that they've put in. I was like, dude, look at what you've done. We go back and physically look at training peaks, and it's like, look at what you've done. Like, look at these training races and these training that you put in. Like, okay, now find confidence in that. I know you're nervous because you're about to go run a hard race, and you should be nervous.
Sure.
But if you let that fuel you to make sure you've got everything taken care of, but have confidence in what you've done. And so you've got to be mentally prepared for it. You've got to be mentally strong, because otherwise you'll break.
That's really good, and that reminds me of a book called The Gap in the Gain. And it's really about how we measure success. But the way to measure it then is to reflect back. Like you just said. Yeah. But a lot of times we set the goal of a race time of XYZ, right? Yeah. And then we're mad at ourselves because we didn't get it, or something went wrong. Yeah. And then we feel unsuccessful. But if we look at the gains, everything we did along the way, then regardless of the PR or whatever, we can be happy because the journey was successful. So I think that's gold for what you're doing right before to go over it.
Yeah. And look at, even if I've had runners that have DNF'd because of, health issues or whatever, I was like, okay, you didn't finish the race. Okay. You didn't get the buckle that you wanted to get, but look who you've become. Yes. Like, look at the man or woman that you've become. Look at all this training you've put in. Just physically look at your body, and, and look at what you can do. Like, you got out there and ran, I don't know, 60 miles of it before you had to quit. Like, you ever thought you'd be that person that can do that? Like, that's stinking awesome. So, let's figure out what happened and learn, and then go on to the next. And, once you're healed up. And so it's, you have to embrace the journey. And as I'm getting older and I can't compete, as much, because I used to like the competition part of it, I'm starting to really embrace not only the journey of training, but the journey of the race itself, like being in the moment. And
how old are you, David?
I just turned 50.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, just, age, things happen, and then, you not quite as fast. And some of these young bucks, man, I used to be able to, they take off, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna catch them later, and I would. And now it's like they take off, and it's like, maybe I'll catch them. I catch a lot of them, but not all of them, Yeah. But anyway, but like when I ran Moab, the first time I attempted it, I was like, I was gunning, dude. I was like hashtag beat Goggins. I was in great shape, but it got hot, and the electrolyte
You
mix
got
I had
cooked.
went anyway. It was a whole whatever. But when I went back, I just wanted to finish, and I just embraced the journey, and
Mm.
ended up doing. I was pleased with my time and everything, but my goal was just to finish, but and be present and have an attitude of gratitude the whole time.
Hmm.
And I was able to keep a really good attitude, and it was a cool journey, man. It was really good. And all the same things applied. I prepared myself for it, and got myself ready and did all the preparation ahead of time. And it was hard. It was hard, but I did it, and that journey was awesome to embrace. And even if I wouldn't have finished again, the person that I was while I was running and while I was preparing was
Yes.
really cool to see who I was there,
That's what's been real empowering for me. I've honestly only been running 2-3 years.
Nice.
But just recently did 100K and
Nice.
realized like there's so much more.
Yeah. Well, that's what somebody asked. Like, why do you want to go do up the distance? And I was like, well, yeah, I was wrecked, but I feel like there's more in the tank. There's more, um, just potential
For
there.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so
Like
why
I was
not?
tired.
Yeah.
I was tired, but I was like, dude, I can take more off. And I actually got a course record there.
Nice. Which one did you run?
Lake Thunderbird.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think you've been
fantastic.
there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I have. That's great. I love the outlaw races, man. This is fantastic. I've only done the 50K out there a few times, but
Mhm.
great course. Great. I need to get back out there. Yeah, it's good. It's good times.
Yeah.
No, that's great, dude. Yeah. Little note: I've never run 100K.
Oh, you haven't? Always went
I've
from
done
50 to
everything,
50.
everything but, man. Then 50 miles, 100 miles, 50K. Never did 100K. Just I don't know why. Yeah.
For me, I kind of just got bored with the marathons, and of course the next jump is the 50 mile. But I was like, if I run 12 more, I can do 100K. That sounds better.
That's nice. Yeah, that's ultra running logic, man. I'm just gonna, yeah, and you do a little bit more,
Yeah.
you can run 100 miles, dude. What are you
Yeah.
training for now? What's next on your list, man?
I'm gonna do Isaac's Lake Vian, I think.
Nice.
The
That's a
50
two
mile
two
there.
mile.
Yeah, 2 mile
Okay,
loop.
that'll be fun because it'll be a little more mentally challenging, any
Hmm.
looped course, especially a short one like that. That's a good mental challenge because you're like, hey, here's my vehicle. I can stop right now if I want,
I was thinking like because of that, I was thinking like I should have like water bottles or something that I knock over, so you would see the countdown, right?
That, yeah, that'd be a lot of them though.
Yeah.
What distance are you doing?
I think I'm gonna do the 100. I mean
Okay.
the 50 mile.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. So that'll be
So
25 water bottles. That's good. That's good. I like it. That's so a visual representation of how many you got to knock
mhm.
out. It might depress you at first though. you know. That's good.
But no, my goal for next year would be to make the 50 mile kind of standard, and then probably do a big 100 mile, and then by the end of next year.
Nice, nice. You got any idea which ones you thinking about doing?
Taking
No?
recommendations. What do you got?
Oh man, there's so many good ones. It depends what if you like. Um, Depends what you like, because like I tell people, a lot of people, the like Pumpkin Holler is a great one. It's got some up and down, but it's gravel. It's very well supported. It's kind of more or less three big loops with a short out and back on the
Hmm.
first. It's a great race, especially for around here. The Prairie Spirit has the fall version, the Kansas Fall Extravaganza. It's flat and fast, man. It's good. It's well supported. And if you get lost, I don't know what's wrong with you. You know, it's just a big out and back on a railroad. So that's a good one too, man. Although when I ran that one in 2017, I had a bladder pack and it was so cold it froze. I was
Oh,
like, why am I not getting any water? I was like, oh, it's
that's
frozen.
cold.
That's, it's not always like that, but it was just a really cold year. But that's a good one. There's a bunch, man. But if you want something more, woodsy and technical, there's quite a few of those too. So, yeah, just kind of what kind of challenge you want,
Over the years, I have been coached by countless mentors, and now I want to offer that to you as well. How? By Marty Hofmann's Life Coaching. This will be a 6-week program in which I will guarantee you will develop a more growth mindset. We will set goals and learn about the importance of the processes and habits behind those goals. I will also help you see your story differently as things happening for you, not to you. We will also be discussing your future self and give you clarity on who that is and what it looks like. For more information, please follow the link below or hop on martyhoffman.com and follow the coaching link. Talk to me about your wife, because
Yeah.
your wife has been a part of these. I mean, I know you put in the time, but
Yeah.
talk to us about what that relationship looks like and how that works.
Yeah, man. So I'd be lying if I say she's like always enthusiastic about my running and everything. I mean, because it takes a lot of time and we have to, she helps, when she says things, it helps keep it in balance, but she has been like very supportive in 2018, 19, man, I was running a lot and she would run some of the lesser distances, and she would crew me. And then she's been there to crew me for the Tahoe 200. She crewed me for Western States by herself. She just like, I said, you want me to get somebody to help you? She's like, no, I got it. She enjoys the time by herself, and she's afraid of heights, and she's driven like some sketchy things in my truck, so I was a little nervous, but she's done some sketchy driving and stuff to try to get there, but she's been supportive, and I do my part. I always hand her a binder like of all the things, and here's the directions, and here's what I'm going to need. But she knows the questions to ask me, and she does a great job. And she's also been, especially those longer races, when you need something to draw upon to keep you, I remember, for the Tahoe 200, my race report, when I typed it up, I read it not that long ago again and brought back a lot of memories. But I remember like I get to see Jennifer in so many miles, and like I would draw upon that, like, all right, I get to see her, she's waiting for me. And then I'd see her, and we'd lick my wounds and take care of all the things, and I'd tell her bye and head off into the woods. So it's been a good partnership, and I have to be careful. I can't be racing all the time, but I do a lot of my running at like 4 a.m. I'm up at 4 a.m. and I go run. So I don't impede on family time as much. And even on Saturdays, I get up early and I go run. So I'm available for the family. And so that's kind of my sacrifice. Sometimes when it's a lot of long run, I'm not back until noon, and then I'm not worth anything for the rest of the day, but I'm there, so it's, you just have to balance it. And, but she's been a trooper, man. She's been great to support me and put up with all the crazy. So, yeah.
I think it's really important. And not knowing you personally, I would probably argue you wouldn't be where you are today without her. And, we need that team. We need that person by us.
Absolutely. I can't be, I mean, I guess some people might do it, but without her blessing to be able to sign up for these races and commit to the training, and like, she knows it's important to me. We all have our things, and she knows that it's important to me, and she understands that, and she allows me to do it within reason. I'm not traveling all over, and there are some times where I have to go do it myself without a crew. Like when I did Prairie Spirit, I just drove up there and ran the race and drove back. and that happens, but it's okay. We make it work, and she knows when I'm doing this, I'm content. I'm fulfilling this is kind of what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and helping others to do it. And I started the podcast, and now I'm coaching and stuff. And she's like, "You always got something going on." I was like, "Yeah, but," and she sees how I'm able to help others and, achieve their goals. And so, yeah, I need her blessing to do this, because, I've said this plenty of times. If I succeed, if I win the races and, have all these trophies and all these buckles and medals and things, but my family falls apart,
Who cares?
I haven't been successful. And so, we have to fight for that balance, and let's face it, we have to fight for it, because I'll speak for me. I'm a knucklehead. I'll go way off, and I'll be like, "Oh, I need to shift. I need to refocus. I need to, get back, get centered again, and balance things out." And so we just have to be careful about that, And I tell people, especially the guys I coach, like, I ask, like, how's your family life? Like, how are things going? Everything good at home? Like, you don't have to share all your stuff, or you can, I don't, whatever, but happy wife, happy life. So what's going on? Everything good? And, if things are stressful with the family, that affects your running. It affects your training. Your body interprets stress as stress. And so, whether that's emotional or physical. And so, you got to deal with that. You got to put first things first.
That's good. That's really good. And I'm glad you talked about that, because I think as runners, as we get that runner's high, it's easy to sacrifice things for it. Right.
Yeah.
And because in a sense, we're drugging ourselves with that run we do, it becomes that big important.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad you do that. I'm glad you talk to people, and I'm glad that you just mentioned it.
Yeah. And anybody listening right now, just do a little quick check, and don't be, I don't know, everybody's got different relationships with their spouse, but I ask them, like, "Hey, everything all right?" Like, am I out of whack? Well, we're going to be out of whack to an extent. We're running stupid distances, but am I keeping a good balance? Are you happy? Or, and just, it's okay to ask, and maybe you got to shift training a little bit, or be smarter with what races you choose. And my wife said, she sent me a text yesterday, as a matter of fact. She said, "We need a weekend away, just us," which I'm always game for. And she said, "One that's not a race, which we don't do that often. Like, I don't abuse that, but sometimes, we're going to Lake Tahoe, we're going to run a race, but we attach a vacation to it. But like, I love that. Like, I'm like, yeah, man, I want to go spend a weekend with my wife, and we don't have to race. We just go spend time together. I'm cool with that. And so we do things like that. And, we went to Silver Dollar City last weekend as a family, and, you got to do those things. And if your running suffers a little bit, that's okay. But, you figure out how to get it in.
How many kids you got, David?
So I'm remarried, but so I have 3 grown kids. I have and I have 2 grandchildren. My oldest daughter and son-in-law and they're way down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, so I don't get to see them often. And then I have a daughter with Jennifer, and she's in 7th grade. Her name's Autumn, and she's a little softball star, so like her mom. So we always got sports things going on. So she understands that, like, her crazy was softball and things like that, and my crazy's running. So yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your podcast. When did you start that, and why?
Yeah. So I started, I guess, at the end of 2019. It's kind of funny. I was asked to be on someone else's podcast, and so I went on it, and I was like, I had a blast, and I'm an IT director. I'm a techie guy, so I was like, and I could do a podcast. And so I had been listening to others, and nobody would ask the questions that I wanted to ask, and I was like, I'm gonna start a podcast, like, just kind of on a whim, like, I have the technology, and I bought a microphone, and, just actually not this one, but it was a dinky one, upgraded. So anyway, I just started doing it and reaching out to people, and I was amazed at how I don't know, even like some of the elites, like one of my
Mhm.
early ones was Sally McRae, and and I've
Okay.
had some other people on, and I was just like, they would jump on a podcast, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I enjoyed it, and I just recently listened to one, like my fifth one, and I was like, oh, that was terrible, but like I wasn't good at all, but but it was good. I enjoyed it. I got to talk. We got to visit. Got to know people, just like us right now. This is good
Yeah.
because I've seen you online, and then now I'm looking at you, and we're gonna be, I'm hoping to see you at races, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a big bro hug. Just deal with it,
Yeah.
and
It's all good.
it's like we're friends now, and so we get to know each other a little bit, and that's what I've loved, and it's been fun, and I've had times where I've had to you know not do as many of them per
Mhm.
month, or even take a little hiatus for a little break for a little while, but for the most part it's been cruising, and I don't know, it's been fun. It's been really fun just getting to know people, getting to meet people, and then have repeat people on, like when they go do
Sure.
something else, like, hey man, let's catch up, let's see what's going on, and everybody can listen. Yeah.
You mentioned Sally a little bit ago. Have you read her book?
I have, yeah, yeah. The Chew Strong. Well, actually,
Yeah.
I listened to it.
Yeah, I listened to
Yeah,
it.
we got
Yeah.
a lot of time. I say read too all the time. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, yeah. It's really really good, man. She's awesome. She's always been on my radar when I started running, and seeing her, and she's been through so much stuff, and she's just a cool person, all around,
Mhm.
and so positive, and she's getting out there and just challenging herself, man. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Talk to me a little bit about your coaching. When did you start that, and how did
Yeah,
that come about?
man. So with the podcast, um, I never intended to start coaching, but with the podcast, talking to people, and I was running a bunch of races and learning and growing as a runner, and people would ask me for advice, I'd help them, and then so I had some people say, hey, would you coach me? And I was like, I don't know, man. Number one, do I have time? Number two, am I, do I know enough? Kind of like imposter syndrome. Like, can I coach people? And so I started helping people out, and kind of officially being their coach, and it's like, well, I probably should get certified, so I want to get certified, and then
Mm.
and since then I've gotten the USCA endurance nutrition certification too, and so making sure that I'm helping people the right way, not just the way I
Yeah.
do it, what's good for them. And I've enjoyed it. It's been fun, and it's been something I've been growing it on the
Mm.
side. um I've changed the way I've done it, and it's a little more involved now. But I don't have tiers or anything, like we do it. This is how I do it because I want to, so
Yeah.
the runners I coach now that I bring on, we'll jump on a Zoom once a week for half an hour, go through everything, and so I'm really getting to know them, and their tendencies, and how they respond to the training, and
Mm.
it's been really fulfilling, and I've gotten to walk with quite a few people through not only running stuff but even life stuff, man. It's been really cool. And I was in ministry before, and so kind of, I'm not a certified counselor or anything, but it's been fun just to really just help give perspective to people on things, and life things too. But man, I've gotten to train some people to run some tough races, and they've done it, and they're setting big goals, and it's just fun to celebrate with them. And I don't always get to be there to pace or to crew, but if I can, I will. And so that's been fun too. I've had some that we've only talked through the computer, and
Yeah.
then I show up for the race, and we to help crew, and it's like I feel like, hey man, this is the first time we've actually met in person. This is
Yeah.
kind of weird, man. So it's been fun and fulfilling, and I'll keep doing it as long as I can, and yeah, it's good.
If you want to wear a billboard of a message of kill complacency or live intentionally, then check out my merch store. It's www.mindsetshop.com. Mindset is with an X, so it's MINDXET, shop, SHOP.com, mindsetshop.com. That's cool. Tell me about being in the ministry. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I went to I went to seminary. I was an IT nerd first, and I worked for Fruit of the Loom. I traveled around all over the country doing their IT work, and I did consulting, and then had my own business in Lafayette, Louisiana. Me and a partner, and we were doing well. And then I was working with youth at the time. I played in a Christian rock band, and I was busy, and did all that. And I just felt like God was calling me to ministry, and so I went to New Orleans Seminary. I was the network administrator, full time job while I was going to school full time. Had two kids and my wife at the time, and anyway, did it, and I was associate pastor for years at one place, and then I pastored two different churches in South Louisiana, and we moved to Hawaii. I was helping a church there, and then I ended up, divorced, and moved back to South Louisiana, and so that changed a little bit. Now I'm IT director at a Christian school, which is fantastic. I love it. I'm putting my IT skills to work. And I'm also in a ministry setting with kids, and my daughter gets to go there, and we've got some good kids, and I get to encourage them. I try to every year. It seems like I get to speak to our cross country team a few times and just encourage them, and give them a nugget to take with them with running, and they do well. They're good kids. So yeah, that's kind of where I am now. I teach a Sunday school class on Sundays at my church, and I
What
fill in.
are you teaching on right now?
So it's Christmas. It's Christmas,
Okay.
Christmas theme right now. Yeah. And so it's kind of it's a Southern Baptist church, so kind of the material, but I always bring kind of my spin to it. And when our pastor is out, I'll supply for him. It's been fun because I've used, and our church is like, there's some really older people there, but there's a good mix. There's old people, middle-aged, young people. And I don't always do it, but like, I think the first time I preached, I wrapped the whole sermon around the Tahoe 200 and used Philippians 4 about pressing on. And each point had an illustration in it. And they just loved like how it illustrated. And that's one of the things I love about running too, man. There's just
So
principle,
many, yeah.
principles for life and for your spiritual life. And so I was able to just put it, and I have it on my YouTube channel. If anybody wants to listen to it, if somebody, I don't know if it's, whatever, it's me preaching, but I just got to share the journey, and I have so many of them tell me, like, and when I come and when I give those nuggets from running, they say, I love when you connect it to your running. And I just love that, cause I can understand it. I was like, so it's cool, to have it all kind of come together, and be able to use it. So it's fun.
I think you'd be really good because you've got such high energy.
I try. That's the thing, because I walk a lot back and forth on the stage. So they made comments to my wife like, he moves around a lot, huh? Well, yeah. I just being me, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What is favorite book, David? What's a favorite book you have?
Oh man. So, well, I just talk about ministry. I was gonna say the Bible, but that's like, I do that.
Yeah.
If I had to, that goes without saying. But I guess my favorite book that I've read, that I've gotten a lot out of, and I've read it multiple times, Atomic Habits.
Okay.
That is by James Clear. Fantastic book. People have written similar things, but I like the way he packaged it. If even as a runner, like it's about making, have you read it? Are you familiar with it? Yeah. It's a great book. It's good. I really like it. It's up there. Yeah. You got it. Yep. There it is.
Yeah, right there.
Yep. Fantastic. I like it. Yeah. So, and I've got, I don't know. I read a lot of books. I listen to a lot of books, but, that's probably one I keep going back to. I guess, there was one other one that came to mind. The Motivation Manifesto by Brandon Burchard is fantastic too. You read that one too? Okay, good.
That's back there somewhere.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's probably a close second. I've read both of them multiple times. So good books. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Final message, David. if this is the last recording you ever do,
Oh man.
and somebody wants to listen to it over and over, what is the final message that David has?
Oh man. Okay. So you've got potential in you. You've got, you are here. I don't care who you are and what's going on in your life, whether things are going fantastic right now or things are just not going well right now. You were created with purpose, for a purpose, and you've got something to do while you're here, and you've got potential put inside of you. And so you need to figure out what that is and mine that potential, dig it out, and don't settle for something small, man. Put just slap that big, hairy, audacious goal on the calendar, and then discipline yourself. You know, if it scares you, it should, because it'll make you train and get ready or study or whatever it is, you know. And maybe for some people that are listening, it's not running, it's going back to college, it's getting that certification, it's the degree or whatever it is, man. Just pour yourself into it, and you know, don't ever say you can't do something. Just work for it, man. Just put in the time and do it. Yeah. I guess that would be it. Mind that potential. It's there.
Comfort is a lie.
Comfort is a lie, man. Yeah, that's it. If you're comfortable, so we got to rest a little bit. That's part of training. You know, what's my rest muscle and how do I work it out? But that's part of it. You need to, but man, we can't get complacent. We can't get comfortable. In fact, I have to move it. I moved my office, and I have a big flag that comfort is a lie. I need to put it behind me right here so for the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. How do people follow you, David? How do they find you?
Yeah, so they can look me up. Just David. Just search for David Theriot on Facebook or Instagram, or they can look up the Run the Riot podcast, Instagram and Facebook. So and follow me, man. If anybody has any questions or whatever, man, I'd be glad to help in any way I can. Or they can go to www.theriot, THERIOT.run. The website's there. It's got all the links, and you can find me there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. This has been fun.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for having me, Marty. It's been good visiting with you, and looking forward to running some trails with you, man.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Wanted to thank you guys for listening to the end. In closing, I just wanted to add that if this message resonates with you, if it aligns with your values, and something in it today triggered something, then you can also look me up on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. We are really trying to help people live more intentional lives, to kill the complacency with which they have subscribed to. I know there's many ways which I get sucked in all the time. So if this is beneficial, follow me there.